Hey guys, what's up? I know many of you are disappointed because Granger has been nerfed several times in a row. That's why even I haven't been using him much lately. But in this game, I decided to use him, and you won't believe what happened. Well, here's how it went. This time, I picked him in the gold lane, and look at my matchup. I was up against an Arlott roaming and one of the current meta heroes, Moskov, but stay until the end because I'll also teach you how to handle a 1v2 situation in the gold lane. It was a bit tough, but I hope you learned something from it. By the way, I was actually with Angela in this game, but she didn't stay in my lane for long. That's why I said it was a 1v2 matchup. In this part, they managed to take me down because Chang'e used her flicker on me, and I got caught in Eamon's ultimate as well. Here, while their roamer rotated to mid, I decided to farm in the top lane instead, not just to catch up, but also to push. I'm also not afraid of Moskov, especially during the early game. But I still got picked off by Arlott because I thought Angela was going to use her ultimate on me, but I guess she forgot. It's okay though. In this part, their Arlott was actually pretty skilled, but I didn't get too close to him because it only takes one combo for either of us to go down. And if I remember correctly, Granger's movement speed while using his first skill was nerfed. So if you're planning to use Granger, you really need to build Hunter Strike. It's essential. Like I said earlier, I'm not really scared of Moskov here, especially in the early game. So if you're up against a Moskov, just make sure all your bullets hit him, because if he gets the upper hand first, you're definitely going down. Here's what you should do when, for example, if you can't farm properly in your lane, especially in a 1v2 situation and it's already past the 5-minute mark, start looking for other lanes where you can farm. You can rotate to mid or bot lane just so you don't fall behind in level and items. That's only if you're already losing the 1v2 matchup. In my case here, I really couldn't do anything against the roaming Arlott, so I just looked for another way to farm safely without getting picked off. But I decided to just poke them here since Angela had her ultimate on me, and honestly, I was impressed by Granger's damage. It even made me question if he was really nerfed at all. I also noticed that we were a bit behind when it came to pushing, so I tried to push the lane myself, but I didn't continue because I saw that Moskov was about to respawn, and I thought he might use his ultimate on me, plus my flicker was still on cooldown, so I just went straight to mid instead and tried to take down their mage.
The vibrato of your soul was exquisite.
And since I just got a triple kill, I stayed close to my team because the Lord was about to respawn. But I didn't join the team fight right away. I went to invade their jungle first to make sure their core didn't have any buffs. Then we headed straight to the top lane to push, but we didn't expect that Arlott would get picked off. After I finished pushing top, I immediately went to mid to help my teammates. I managed to take down their core because, surprisingly, Granger still deals a lot of damage, even after all the nerfs. That's probably why some players still say he's definitely usable. You saw how quickly their marksman's HP melted, right? What I really noticed about Granger is that he's still definitely usable, but you really need to build Blade of Despair, just like I did in this game, so he can deal solid damage, especially from mid to late game. And since we won that game, I decided to use Granger again, but this time as a jungler. Let's see if he can still keep up and perform well in the jungle role. And of course, just like in my usual tutorials, I always start my rotation from the gold lane side. That's why I took the blue buff first. Here, I honestly got a bit annoyed because I failed to secure the turtle. Yup, that's how I am, especially when I'm playing as the core. If I can't get the objectives, I really get frustrated, especially when it comes down to fast retribution battles. But that doesn't mean the game is over, it's just one objective. Don't lose hope. If you notice, I rarely rotated to the top lane because their core kept focusing on ganking our marksmen. But something happened here that I didn't expect.
Not a bad tone. Crescendo! Your death is music, my dear.
I don't really know what happened there, but anyway, since the turtle was about to respawn, I started rotating toward it so I could be close to the objective. And this time, I was determined to secure it for real. I also went back to farming like a proper jungler because that's really what you should do. Just keep farming, but don't forget to stay alert because enemies might invade your jungle. At the same time, don't ignore the lanes you need to visit and support either. Seriously, Granger's movement speed is really getting on my nerves. He's just not the same as before.
Vibrato of your soul was exquisite. Crescendo! Encore.
I kinda messed up my dash there, but it's alright. Nobody's perfect, everyone makes mistakes. What matters most is that you learn from it and don't repeat it. I've actually been using Granger for a long time, and what I've really noticed now is that his first skill's damage has been nerfed, and his movement speed has also been reduced. That's why you really need to adjust your item build. You can still use Granger in the gold lane, but I wouldn't really recommend him for the jungle role anymore. This is where I realized I was carrying the team again. Our marksman didn't have enough items, and I also had no idea why Cho was losing to Zilong in the EXP lane. So what do you think? Was Granger still usable this season 37 or not? Let me know your answer in the comments section. Who knows, maybe Granger will get buffed again someday. I don't know. I just feel kind of bad for this hero. He's been one of my favorites since the beginning. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep grinding.
Crescendo!